everybody. I am in the process of cleaning some shrimp that I'm going to use to make an amazing, sweet, spicy Cajun lunch. It's going to be so great. So the first thing I have to do is clean these guys. So what I'm going to do is pinch the heads like this. And I like to make my own stocks. Of course, you know me by now. So I'm going to keep the heads over in one container to make a stock out of them. The rest of the shells I really don't need at all. So I'm going to pinch the tail right here at the end. You see where the little sharp edges come to meet the body of the shrimp? You just give that a little pinch and the tail pops right off, and you might get most of the shell like this. I'm going to discard that, and the rest of the casing comes off rather easily and beautifully. So I give my shrimp a little rinse. I'm going to take a really sharp paring knife, and I'm just going to go right down the middle of the spine of the shrimp and expose that vein that I want to get rid of. I want to wash that away because nobody likes the vein and we don't want that in our dish. All right, so here you go. You have a beautifully clean little shrimp, little guy. Okay, so as you can see, I've already cleaned all of the shrimp. They're drained really, really well and they're ready to go. I have a cast iron pan on the stove back there with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil heating up. Now we're gonna get into the meat of it. I've got 2 cloves of garlic because I absolutely love garlic, and I've got a small yellow onion. So first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and chop half of this onion. So I take the stem off right here, cut this guy in half, and I'm gonna save the other half for later. I'll use it in another dish. So this dish is really very simple. So this is one of those things that if you don't have a lot of time, but you want shrimp, which is like one of the best proteins ever, in my opinion anyway, because nothing makes me happier than a great big plate of fried shrimp or baked shrimp or broiled shrimp or whatever kind of shrimp. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the garlic clove right here on the cutting board, flat side down, take the flat side of my knife with my blade away and smash, and the paper comes right off just like that, and cut off the little stem too. And I'll do the same thing with the other side, flat side down, smash, boom, there it is. So I'm going to chop up this garlic as well, but not so fine like the onion. So come on over to the pan, let's go. So here we are. My oil is preheated. You can hear a very light sizzle, and all I want to do is just sweat the vegetables right now. Perfect. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the onions and the garlic sweating right here. I'm gonna put just a pinch of salt and a little bit of fresh black pepper. There we go. Woo! I'm gonna sneeze because I just inhaled some pepper. Excuse me. And sometimes that happens. I'm going to put just a tiny little bit of chicken stock in here to enhance the flavor. And I love to make my own stocks. As you know, I'm making that shrimp stock. So I'll put less than 1/4 cup. Another great substitution would be white wine. If you want to use wine, that's fantastic too. And the alcohol just cooks right out of it. Now it's time to get the shrimp. All right. So here we go. I have a pound of shrimp right here. That you can see is really well drained, and they're so big and succulent. They're ready to go. And you're going to see exactly how fast this takes to make the shrimp from start to finish. So my onions are soft, my garlic is sweating, and now here comes the shrimp. Okay. Now I said this is a Cajun dish, and indeed it is. So what I'm going to do now is use my favorite Cajun spice of all, and it's my gunpowder seasoning. And if you have any questions about this gunpowder seasoning, feel free to ask me. You know, hit me up on Instagram, on Facebook, and you can season this as much as you want. I like a little peppery, so I'm going for it. Now I'm going to mix this up a little bit, just like this. Give a nice fresh squeeze of lemon. There we go. And you can see how the shrimp are starting to turn pink. I just want to give them a really good stir. Get all of the seasoning very well incorporated. And with this dish, you can keep it as is. You can add more stock. You can put bell peppers. If you want to go a little bit more Creole, you can actually put tomatoes and do whatever it is that you want to do to make this your own. So I'm going to kill the heat. And all of the residual heat is still going to continue to cook the shrimp and warm it through. And what I'm going to do now is take some cauli rice that I've already got steamed up right here. I'm going to put just a little bit of cauli rice in my bowl. And if you want to use brown rice, you can certainly use brown rice. That's no problem. A little bit of that. Now I'm going to take my shrimp and just put it right on. Just like this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Now, do you see how it's kind of getting a little dry in the pan? No problem. Keep your stock available. Keep it handy because you can always make more sauce. So we'll add just a little bit more stock, make a little bit more gravy, let it warm through, and it's going to impart all of the flavors from the shrimp and infuse. And there you go. You've got even more stock right there. Right here, a little bit of the onions, and just drizzle it in. There we go. All right, so I don't want my shrimp to cook too much more. I'm moving it off of the heat. And there it is. A super simple Cajun dinner with cauli rice, shrimp, onions, garlic. These are like really, really super easy ingredients, things that you may have available, and it takes almost no time to make. So for more recipes, for more great tips, for lots of flavor, hit me up.